Dr. Akiva Gamliel, Belk, Dean of Jewish Studies at the Noach Torah Institute, LLC. Welcome to Bereisheit Limood, and we're in chapter 11 of Genesis. And our discussion is entitled Misunderstandings. Dear ones, in our world today, there are many languages and dialects. However, originally there was only one language, Ivrit, Hebrew. And there were individuals that were going to try and build this tower up into the heavens, into the firmament of the heavens. And the creator of the universe and the angels, they looked down and they saw what man was doing. Now, the king on earth then was Nimrod. There's other names for him. We discuss this at greater length in our textbook. This is our first week in our new textbook, Gematria and Mysticism in Genesis Book 2. This is from Genesis chapter 11 through chapter 19. It's your opportunity. Go out and purchase a copy. There's a lot of material that you'll be missing out on if you don't have a copy. So what we read in Genesis is that the world was Shaphat, Echet, Udavarim. That one, this is the word one here, language, one, and words. Now, that's real important to understand. I'm translating it a little strange, but I want to do this to help make this important point about misunderstanding. Shepha, we don't have a dot here, so it's not Shephe. And actually it's Safa. We have a dot over here. Safa, Echet, Uda Varim. So we have language, we have lip, we have attitude that are all mixed into this word right here. Then we have one and words. So the language, the anger, the people on the earth, for the most part, were one. They had a determination to build this tower and to reach up into the Ha-Rakia. That's the firmament. That's the heavens. Now, the Gematria Safat is 385. That's not a very good 5 there. Sorry. And the Gematria firmament, Ha-Rakia, is 385. Now, dear ones, the point here is that there was unity in the earth to do the wrong kind of things. And so the creator of the universe, he confused the languages. Now, what we're saying is from the one language of Hebrew, the Creator caused people to begin speaking 70 different languages, 69 more different languages. And so it would seem like that was all there was to it. However, it says Safa, Echet, Udavarim. So language one and words, and things. And so once God confused the language, he also confused the words. Udavarim. Now that's how we have misunderstandings. And certainly when the Lord God came down and confused the languages, the Torah tells us there were many misunderstandings. However, because the words are no longer echat udavarim, they're not one any longer, it tells us that the words have more than one possible meaning, that they have more than one possible intent. And so, this is how we have misunderstandings. Before this time, you could speak to someone and they could clearly understand what you were saying without these kind of misunderstandings. However, after this time in Genesis chapter 11, the languages were confused, so there were now 70 languages instead of just one. So that broke people up. They couldn't communicate with each other. And isn't it interesting today that on the internet we have all these automatic translators that can communicate between whatever language we speak to another individual's language? I don't know about that. Then the words were confused. So when a man says something to his children, he has to be very careful with the words he chooses, so that it'll be real clear to the children what he's saying. When a man speaks to his wife, he has to be very careful that the words he chooses she'll understand. And so what we do is we have to establish words that when I say, honey, could you please come over here? There'll be no misunderstanding of that and how I say it, the way I say it. And I have to be very careful. Honey, will you come over here? See? So we have to be very careful. Honey, will you come over here? Okay? So the point is that when we're talking to our spouse, the emphasis is, okay, more than one, that we place upon words. The emphasis that we place upon words have impact. And so when we combine that with the potential meanings that belong to just one word, then you have the groundwork for misunderstanding and for confusion. Then when you add voice inflection, at that time, it's all over the place.